Durga Puja. Memories and learnings for life. Durga Puja, a word that instantly lights up the heart of every Bengali. It is not just a festival, it is an emotion, a celebration of faith, love, and life itself. Every year, as autumn sets in, a gentle fragrance of shuli flowers fills the air, and the soft sound of dak announces that Ma Durga is coming home once again. For many, Durga Puja is a time of devotion, joy, and nostalgia. It's a time when the entire city turns into a vibrant paradise of lights and colors. Streets sparkle with decorative pandals, idols glow with divine beauty, and hearts overflow with emotion. Yet beneath the music, food, and celebrations lies something deeper, life lessons that stay with us long after the last immersion. The memories of a small-town puja. Let us travel back to a small town in West Bengal, a place surrounded by green fields and the sound of conch shells during puja mornings. For little Anirban Durga, puja was not just a festival, it was the most awaited week of the year. From the day the artisans began shaping the clay idols, he would run to the pandal site every evening. The smell of wet clay, the chatter of people, and the rhythm of the dak created a magic that words can barely describe. His grandmother often told him Durga Puja is not only about praying to the goddess, it's about bringing good energy into your life. Those words, though simple, carry deep meaning. The spirit of preparation. The preparation for puja started months before. The community would come together, people from every age group and background, to plan, decorate, and build the pandal. The unity among neighbors was heartwarming. There was no difference of status or wealth. Everyone worked together with one goal, to welcome the mother. Anirban's father, a schoolteacher, would help paint the bamboo frames. His mother joined other women to make garlands and alpona on the floor. Even children had their own tasks, carrying flowers, arranging lamps, or folding prayer papers. Through these small acts, the festival taught one great lesson. When people unite for a good purpose, miracles happen. The arrival of the goddess finally, the day of Mahashashti arrived. The idol of Ma Durga stood tall, magnificent, and filled with life. Her eyes, painted with devotion, seemed to look directly into the soul of every devotee. As the priest performed the Bodhan invocation, the beating of the dak echoed across the night sky. The moment symbolized not just the arrival of the goddess, but also the awakening of goodness within every heart. The Divine Mother had come to destroy the evil, not only outside but also within us: ego, greed, and hatred. Anirban, holding his grandmother's hand, whispered, "Ma has come home," and his grandmother smiled, "Yes, my child." Every year she comes to remind us that goodness always wins. Days of joy and togetherness from Saptami to Nabomi, the entire town came alive. There were songs, dances, plays, bog offerings, and laughter. Friends reunited, children roamed around with balloons, and families dressed in new clothes visited one pandal after another. But what made the festival special was the bond it created among people. The rich and poor, young and old, all stood together with folded hands before the same goddess. There was no division, only devotion. Anirban learned his next big lesson: happiness grows when shared with others. The emotional farewell. Then came the last day, Vijayadami. Women smeared vermilion sinjor on Ma Durga's forehead and then on each other, laughing through their tears. The dak played one last powerful rhythm as the idol was lifted for immersion. The streets were filled with chants of Ashbakar, Abarhob. "We will celebrate again next year," Anirban cried silently as the idol floated away into the river. His grandmother put her hand on his head and said, "Don't be sad. Ma never truly leaves us. She lives in your heart in every act of kindness and every prayer of gratitude." Years later, when Anirban grew up and moved to the city, he still remembered that line. Every Durga Puja, he returned home, not just to worship the goddess, but to relive those values: unity, compassion, and the strength to face life with courage. Learnings for life. Durga Puja teaches us countless lessons beyond religion. -1. Goodness always triumphs over evil. 2. Unity and teamwork can achieve anything. 3. Respect for women is respect for creation itself. 4. Tradition connects us to our roots. 5. Letting go is also a form of devotion. Immersion is not an end. It's a reminder that life is a cycle of joy and loss, creation and dissolution, and that we must keep faith through it all. Epilogue. Today, as Anirban lights an incense stick before a small clay idol in his apartment, he still hears the distant beat of the dock. He smiles softly, remembering the laughter, the prayers, the red cinder, and the tears. Durga Puja will come and go, but the lessons it leaves behind remain forever. Lessons of hope, resilience, and unconditional love. Moral of the story? Durga Puja reminds us that every ending is a new beginning. True devotion lies not only in rituals, but in love, unity, and kindness toward all living beings.